Next week we start box openings with for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty because product will arrive, so you should see some of those drop. And we'll also maybe do something for the pre-release, see how we do with that, see if we can get some filming done. But as a bit of a stopgap, this week I thought I would explain about something we do at the Mug and Meeple called the Wheel of Draft. Now, normally you would pay your money to enter, you'd buy equivalent of say 3 and a bit boosters or whatever, 3 or 4 boosters, 3 of which you would draft with, and then some to go into prizes, etc. I don't know, cost you about £15. But what do you do if you would like to draft, let's say, original Innistrad, or Odyssey block, or something equally expensive? Well, if we wanted to do a draft here, we could just charge everybody like, I don't know, 40 quid or whatever the boosters cost, and we could draft that. The problem with that is that not many people have got that kind of money, and certainly not that they could do on a regular basis. So that we solved that problem by inventing the Wheel of Draft. This is how it works. So we have a wheel. On the wheel, we have the various different draft sets that we have available. On here you can see things like, as I said, original Innistrad, Return to Ravnica, maybe some more recent stuff like Amonkhet, there's Champions of Kamigawa, there's a bunch of stuff on the wheel. People pay a nominal fee, less than what some of these drafts cost, maybe a little bit more than some of the other drafts cost, but they don't know what they're drafting. So when we get here, everybody's sat, everyone's agreed to it. What happens is they pay their entry fee, we all sit down, and once everyone's sat and ready to go, we spin the wheel. And whatever the wheel says, that's what we draft. So essentially we charge the average of what's on the wheel so that everyone only has to pay a little bit more than a normal booster draft. And sometimes you get an amazing deal. Sometimes you pay a little bit more than you should. But generally our players love it. It's like a chaos draft, only the chaos happens before you're drafting the boosters. And when you actually draft, it's like a proper draft. And of course, people have fond memories of certain drafts, especially the recent ones. Also, we can put special ones on there. So we're going to probably put Mystery Booster on there. We could chuck Modern Horizons on there. And even though these are expensive boosters, it doesn't really matter that much because of the system that we're using. So that's Wheel of Draft. Our next one's probably coming up, I don't know, probably March, because February's Neon Dynasty month. So March, maybe April will be our next one. But yeah, look out for it on our calendar if you fancy coming to play the Wheel of Draft.